Good afternoon to you, Honorable Minister. And before we start, can I just please extend a huge thank you for the wonderful hospitality to the Government of India and the state government, and also a huge round of applause to the volunteers and the staff workers who've been on their feet working tirelessly, making us feel so welcome. Thank you. And thank you for the amazing street art, food, everything that we have experienced. My name is Mitu, and I have a film company based in Melbourne, which I started around 15 to 16 years ago. My background is films, arts, no business management at all. I got married and, like a good wife, followed my husband to Melbourne. I went very resentfully, I must add, because I had a good job here, promising career, lots of friends. And like you, my first job in Melbourne was clearing tables at Crown Casino, because nobody would recognize the work that we did in India. And India was not so cool at that time. Like India now, everybody wants a piece of India. But at that time, most people's point of reference for India was Tendulkar and Taj Mahal. So it was a tricky time. But I loved watching movies. And when I went to watch a film in Melbourne, it was in that obscure theatre, and there were two cardboard boxes. One had samosas, and in one you just put your money and you went in. And at that time we still had 35 reels. So halfway through the film stopped, because the film was playing at another cinema and the reel was coming from there. So it was really like worse than watching a film in a village, you know. And I just felt so frustrated that I kept thinking there has to be a better way to watch films. We have to watch films, the films that we all love and that kind of unite the diaspora in a way, in cinemas, the way other films are being watched. So that's how I started pushing the Australian cinemas to start playing our films. Nobody wanted to know Indian films because we are very chaotic and disorganized. We've improved a little bit, but getting there. But thankfully, one of the chains allowed us, and since then there's been no looking back. And I feel really proud to say that today, Australia is number 3 for Indian cinema in the international platform. Our films are regularly in the top 10 Australia box office, all Australian box office. Any cinema you go to in Australia, you will have not only Hindi films, but Tamil, Telugu, Punjabi, Marathi films screening there. And I feel so proud that our little company, which is all run by girls, is the only company in Australia that has won the highest grossing foreign film award in Australia. And the good thing about this is that whatever money we generate at the box office, a large part of it comes back to India, comes back to the film industry here. As of today, almost 200 million Australian dollars is being generated at the Australian box office annually just by Indian cinema. And I'm sure that this will only grow. The other thing that our company does is the Indian Film Festival of Melbourne. And I'm very proud that that's the biggest festival of Indian cinema outside India. And the best thing about it is the cultural integration. I like to call it the cultural imperialism of India. And not only do Indian diaspora, but the whole subcontinent, people from other races, second generation Indians with their Australian friends, they all come and celebrate. We have a flag hoisting at Federation Square, where everyone, right from our premier to ministers to local film lovers and Indians come. And that to us is very joyful, because that is celebrating India, celebrating our heritage and culture, and giving back to the country that we might not be living in, but we dearly love. So thank you for having us here, and thank you for being such great hosts.